Today we will discuss epoxidation reactions. And in epoxidation reaction of alkenes, the most important reaction that is included in your syllabus or exams ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਾਰ ਆਈ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ is Sharpless asymmetric epoxidation reaction. So this reaction is very important. ठीक है, ये एग्जाम च आउन दे मैक्सिमम चांसेस ने. Sharpless asymmetric epoxidation. Now, before going to Sharpless asymmetric epoxidation, first of all, let us discuss a journal epoxidation reaction. Okay, we will discuss Sharpless epoxidation later on. First of all, we will see what is epoxidation. Now, can you tell me what are epoxides? What are epoxides? हाँ जी बेटे.
Sir, ring बनी हुई 3 member ring होगी sir, COC 3 member ring.
Epoxides, they are cyclic ethers. So basically they are cyclic.
Yes sir, cyclic ethers.
Okay, so like this. Okay, so they are cyclic ethers, or they are also called oxidanes. Now, if you have a very simple alkene, you can convert this alkene, you can perform its epoxidation by its reaction with peroxybenzoic acid. So if you treat it with peroxybenzoic acid, that is RC double bond OH, so it is peroxybenzoic acid, then addition of this oxygen take place across this double bond and you get epoxide plus acid. And most commonly reagent which is used for this kind of epoxidation is parachloroperbenzoic acid or metachloroperbenzoic acid. Metachloroperbenzoic acid. This is perbenzoic acid. So this is a normal epoxidation process. And if you look over mechanism of this reaction, now addition of this oxygen take place across this double bond. So if you look over the mechanism of this reaction, so suppose you have this alkene. Okay, suppose you have this alkene and the addition of oxygen will take place. So you have OH over here, oxygen, C double bond O R. So this is your perbenzoic acid or per acid. Now this oxygen, it has pair of electrons. It has 2 pair of electrons. So simultaneously nucleophilic and electrophilic addition take place. So this attack over here, this attack over here like this. So simultaneous addition of this oxygen across this double bond take place. So at the same time, this oxygen hydrogen bond will break and this pair of electron, it will shift in between this oxygen and carbon bond, and these pi electrons, they will shift to this oxygen, and this hydrogen, it will goes to this oxygen. So that result in a formation of transition state. So in transition state, this bond is now partially breaked. And this oxygen is start inserting in between these two carbons. So there's a partial bond formation with this oxygen. This oxygen hydrogen bond is start breaking. Okay. this oxygen and oxygen bond, what will happen to this oxygen bond? It will start
breaking.
breaking. This oxygen carbon bond, it will acquire partial bond character. This carbon oxygen, now it will also have a partial double bond character, and this oxygen and this hydrogen, they will interact with each other. So there is a formation of this cyclic transition state, with this transition state, which further decompose, with the loss of this acid portion, this portion, with the loss of this portion as carboxylic acid to give rise to epoxide. Okay. Now, if we talk about stereochemistry of this epoxidation reaction, normal epoxidation reaction in presence of peracid. What is stereochemistry? What kind of addition has taken place? Syn addition or anti? Which addition? Syn addition. So here you go. Syn addition. So, in case of epoxidation by peracid, syn addition take place. Okay, syn addition take place from the one side of double bond. So that is your normal epoxidation process. For example, since syn addition take place, so this reaction is highly stereospecific. Okay, and different stereoisomer will give rise to different product. For example, if you have cis and trans-butene, so if you treat it with metachloroperbenzoic acid, now what will be product? What will be product will be, of course, epoxide. So this is your carbon-carbon double bond, and here it become carbon single bond oxygen, and you get epoxide ring. Now, what will be the position of these methyl and hydrogens? They will be on same side or on opposite side?
Same side.
Same
Same side, because addition has taken place from the same side. Okay, it will be like this. So this compound is your optically active or meso?
Sir, meso.
This is a meso product. On the other hand, if you take a transalkene and if you perform epoxidation, in that case, what will be your product?
ट्रांस बनेगा सर.
In that case, you will get optically active product. So here, on one side, it will be like this. On other side, it will be like this, or opposite. अगर मान लो इससे नीचे एडिशन हो जाता है नीचे की तरफ, तो you will get opposite product. So here you get the mixture of these two products, or two enantiomeric product. Now, any question up to this point?
No, sir.
Sir.
Okay. Now, next is, this was your normal epoxidation process, which is applicable to alkenes, and syn addition take place. Now, let us discuss a special epoxidation reaction, that is Sharpless, asymmetric epoxidation. Okay. Now, how this reaction it differ from this normal epoxidation process? Now, in normal epoxidation that we have discussed above, that is applicable first of all to alkenes only and much less reactive to allyl alcohol. So if our substrate is alkyl alcohol, normal epoxidation process is much less reactive. And second one is in normal epoxidation reaction, only syn addition take place. But this Sharpless asymmetric epoxidation, which was given by scientist KB Sharpless, and he got Nobel Prize for this reaction, it is a very enantioselective reaction. It's a very enantioselective reaction. That means you can carry out addition of oxygen either from above the plane of double bond or below the plane. So you can prepare a selective product, selective enantiomeric product. You can get one enantiomer. So this reaction is very selective reaction and it is used for epoxidation reaction of allyl alcohols. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now, what is this reaction? So tell me what are allyl alcohols? Allyl alcohols ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ? Allyl alcohol, what is allyl group?
So ਜਿਹੜਾ C double bond C.
ਬਾਕੀ ਬੱਚੇ ਬੇਟਾ ਕੀ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ? ਸੋ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ? Your allyl group is CH2 double bond CH and carbon adjacent to double bond. That is called allylic carbon. So you have CH2 double bond CH. This carbon is allylic carbon and here you have OH. So this alcohol is allylic.
Allylic alcohol.
Now in this case, very important thing, this reaction is carried out in presence of diethyl tartrate. Reagents are diethyl tartrate. So first is diethyl tartrate. And this diethyl tartrate is chiral. That means you can use either plus diethyl tartrate or minus diethyl tartrate. This plus and minus, it represent their direction of rotation of plane polarized light. If it rotate in a clockwise direction, it is plus sign. If it rotate in an anti-clockwise direction, it is minus sign. So you can use either plus DET or minus DET. And diethyl tartrate is basically you have from tartaric acid. So it is CaOET, CHOH, CHOH, COOET. So this is your diethyl tartrate. So either you can use plus diethyl tartrate or minus diethyl tartrate. In presence of titanium metal catalyst, that is titanium tetraisopropoxide. Titanium tetraisopropoxide. This one. Okay. In the presence of titanium tetraisopropoxide. Okay. And TBHP. So what is this TBHP? It is tertiary butyl hydroperoxide. Okay, these three reagents are used. It is tertiary butyl hydroperoxide. That means you have tertiary butyl group, hydroperoxide. So you have oxygen, oxygen, and hydrogen. These three reagents are used. So Sharpless epoxidation is carried out in presence of diethyl tartrate. Either you can use plus diethyl tartrate or minus diethyl tartrate, titanium tetraisopropoxide, and tertiary butyl hydroperoxide. Reagents are clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me, out of these reagents, which is catalyst? Which is
Titanium.
titanium tetraisopropxide
Titanium.
will act as
Titanium
a catalyst.
tetraisopro.
Yes. And what is a source of oxygen? ਜਿਹੜਾ oxygen add ਹੋਏਗਾ ਉਹ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਆਏਗਾ?
Sir, hydroperoxide,
Tertiary.
tertiary butyl hydroperoxide.
Tertiary butyl.
TBHP.
Yes. Tertiary butyl hydroperoxide will be a oxygen source. And what will be role of diethyl tartrate? Plus or minus diethyl tartrate? Hanji, what will be role of plus or minus diethyl tartrate?
Enantiomer ਬਣਾਉਣ ਲਈ
It will give enantioselectivity. It will give enantioselectivity. ਕਿਹੜਾ enantiomer ਬਣੇਗਾ? ਜਾਂ oxygen ਦਾ addition above the plane ਹੋਏਗਾ ਜਾਂ below the plane ਹੋਏਗਾ? That will be decided by diethyl tartrate. So if you use plus diethyl tartrate, in that case addition of oxygen take place below the plane. So in that case, addition of oxygen take place below the plane. So oxygen is added from below the plane. However, if you use minus diethyl tartrate, suppose I take same substrate, and if you use minus diethyl tartrate, same other things, in that case, addition of this oxygen, it take place from above the plane. And only one product is obtained in each case. So you get 100% this one or 100% this one. So you can see reaction is highly stereoselective. And depending upon you are using plus diethyl tartrate or minus diethyl tartrate, you are going to get one product. If you use plus diethyl tartrate, addition of oxygen will take place above or below?
Below.
below
And if you use minus diethyl tartrate, addition will take place from above the plane.
Above the plane.
Okay. And always remember, Sharpless asymmetric epoxidation is only for what kind of substrates?
allylic alcohol
Alkyl.
Alkyl. Allylic alcohol.
Allylic.
It is for allylic alcohols only. Now let us look over the mechanism. Mechanism of Sharpless asymmetric epoxidation reaction. Now in this reaction, titanium is used as a catalyst. And this titanium metal, it has very strong affinity for oxygen. That means ਜਿਹੜੀ ਟਾਈਟੇਨੀਅਮ ਮੈਟਲ ਹੈ ਆਕਸੀਜਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਰੈਪਿਡਲੀ ਕੰਬਾਈਨ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ। And here you are using catalyst in which 4 isopropoxide groups are attached with titanium metal, and they are attached with this titanium metal through oxygen. So with 4 oxygens. Okay. However, these isopropoxide groups, they are very labile. What do you mean by labile? ਟਾਈਟੇਨੀਅਮ ਦੀ ਆਕਸੀਜਨ ਨਾਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਅਫਿਨਿਟੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਸ ਮੈਟਲ ਕੈਟਾਲਿਸਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਲੱਗੇ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ 4 ਆਈਸੋਪ੍ਰੋਪੋਕਸਾਈਡ ਗਰੁੱਪ। ਬਟ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਈਸੋਪ੍ਰੋਪੋਕਸਾਈਡ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਨੇ ਦੇ ਆਰ ਵੈਰੀ ਲੇਬਾਈਲ। ਲੇਬਾਈਲ ਮਤਲਬ ਲੇਬਾਈਲ ਮਤਲਬ ਪੜ੍ਹੇ ਹੋਣੇ ਇਨਆਰਗੈਨਿਕ ਚ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਹੋ। ਲੇਬਾਈਲ ਮਤਲਬ ਬੋਲੋ।
weakly
ਸਰ
bounded
ਜੋ ਈਜ਼ੀਲੀ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ
ਈਜ਼ਲੀ ਟੁੱਟ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ।
ਜੋ easily break ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ, that can be easily removed, they can be easily exchanged with another ligand. So what happened, since this titanium, it has a strong affinity for oxygen, so when it placed with डाइथाइल टार्ट्रेट, चाहे वो प्लस है या माइनस है वो डिपेंड करेगा, ठीक है। when you place it with डाइथाइल टार्ट्रेट, suppose you place it with minus diethyl tartrate and tertiary butyl hydroperoxide. So when you place it with them, it combine with oxygen atoms of this diethyl tartrate and tertiary butyl hydroperoxide as well as oxygen atom of allyl alcohol. Okay, it combined with this oxygen atom of allyl alcohol, oxygen atom of tertiary butyl hydroperoxide, and two oxygen atoms of this diethyl tartrate to form a complex. Okay, to form a complex. So it will become, so if I write here, so it will become, you have a tertiary butyl hydroperoxide, you have titanium tetraisopropoxide. Okay, so and diethyl tartrate. So all of these, they will combine with this titanium metal and there will be a loss of 4 isopropoxide ligands. Okay, they will lost. All of these break and they will lost. So titanium metal now combine with all these things. So from one side, it will combine with diethyl tartrate. Since diethyl tartrate is a chiral, so it will, from one side, it will be above the plane or below the plane, depending upon the remaining structure of this diethyl tartrate, whether it is plus or minus. So here we are using minus. So these are the 2 oxygen atoms of diethyl tartrate that have combined with this titanium metal from one side. From another side, it combined with tertiary butyl hydroperoxide. Okay, so from this side, it has combined with tertiary butyl peroxide. And from the another side, it combined with the oxygen atom of this allyl alcohol. So here it has combined with the oxygen atom of allyl alcohol to give rise to this new complex. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, this titanium metal still has affinity for electrons. It can still take electrons. So what will happen? This oxygen, which is present close to this titanium metal, it transfer its electrons to titanium. So it will become something like this. So here oxygen and this double bond will remain same. Oxygen will remain same. Then you have oxygen, tertiary butyl. Now this will combine with here, and on this side it will remain same. This one. Now what will be charge over this oxygen here?
Plus.
Plus.
Positive.
Positive.
Positive charge. Since it has given its pair of electrons, so now it will have positive charge. Now since it has positive charge now, this oxygen bond, now it is stable or unstable? ਹੁਣ oxygen ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਇੱਥੇ ਕਿਹੜਾ positive,
Unstable.
Unstable है sir.
it become, this bond will become,
Labile.
this bond will become stable or unstable?
Unstable.
Unstable.
So this bond,
Unstable.
so here this bond it wants कि ये break हो जाए and इससे pair of electrons this oxygen ਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਣ. So here in this step transfer of this oxygen to this double bond take place. And transfer किਵੇਂ होएगी, either above the plane or below the plane depending upon this diethyl tartrate. So here since we are using minus diethyl tartrate, so here this transfer take place from above the plane. So this oxygen is get transferred here, and this oxygen bond break and its pair of electrons goes to this oxygen with positive charge. So that will result in a formation of this one. Here it will remain same. Diethyl tartrate. Then A वाला bond break कर जाएगा. So here you will have oxygen, tertiary butyl. Here you will have oxygen, then this one, and this one. So this has added from the above the plane. Okay. What will be next step? What will be next step? हाँ जी बोलो. Again here you have positive charge over oxygen. ये वाले अपने electrons इसने दे के थे addition हो गए, ठीक है? But still you have a titanium oxygen bond, and due to this titanium oxygen bond you have positive charge over oxygen. So what will be next step?
तो बॉन्ड शिफ्ट हो जाएगा ऊपर से, पॉजिटिव चार्ज वाले ऑक्सीजन ऊपर.
This bond between titanium and oxygen, it will break. Okay, since there's a positive charge over oxygen, so this bond become unstable. So this bond will break. So you will get you will get this one. Now what will be last step? What will be last step? और अपने को
करके जाएगा वो हाइड्रोजन आयन.
titanium oxygen bond, it will also break. This titanium oxygen bond, it will also break in presence of isopropoxide. ठीक है, ये वाला बॉन्ड भी ब्रेक हो जाएगा and you will get allylic alcohol. Okay, you will get corresponding allylic alcohol. plus this titanium catalyst. So it will be tertiary butyl. इथे एक isopropyl oxide लग जाएगा, and on this side it will still remain same. Okay, which again in presence of all isopropyl oxide groups, so this bond will also break and you will get back your titanium tetraisopropyl oxide plus tertiary butoxide plus minus diethyl tartrate. So this is the mechanism by which epoxidation reaction of allyl alcohols take place. So beta, go through this mechanism once again, and if you have any doubt in any step, please ask. बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है और एग्जाम ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ 90% ਚਾਂਸਸ ਨੇ ਕੀ ਆਏਗਾ, ਕੀ ਆ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ ਡਿਸਕਸ ਸ਼ਾਰਪਲੈਸ asymmetric epoxidation reaction. ਅਗਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਪੇਪਰਸ ਦੇਖੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਆਇਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਆਲਮੋਸਟ ਹਰੇਕ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਪੇਪਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ. So if you have any question or any doubt, please go through this, and if you have any question, please ask.